You're watching Bars and Brews on Soda City Living.
Welcome back to Soda City Living. We're in Lexington now at 14 Mile Tap House. Dan joins us here again. Thanks for having us.
Sure, thanks for coming all the way out.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us, what was the thinking behind creating a second restaurant that was different than Dano's?
So that was the idea, to make it completely different. Dano's is more, it's heavy kitchen, heavy food orientation. So the kitchen there is huge, lots of equipment, and this place has a very tiny kitchen. So we're all more about the front of the house, the beverages that we have to offer, which is more extensive. One of the things we did when we came to the building, we extended the bar to make it double the size.
What went into choosing the name 14 Mile Tap House?
So we're on in a section of Lexington that's just south of 14 Mile Creek, and that's basically where it came from. But we wanted to make sure it was a local name that's indicative of exactly where we are, and so there's a spring that runs off of 14 Mile Creek that actually runs into this property underground. So you can't get more local than that.
Yeah, right? So since you've been here, what's been the response from the community?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, it's steadily getting busier since we started, and just real positive feedback from people who live around here. So it's been great. Yeah.
And other than beer, you do have other drinks, just in case someone's not a beer drinker and they still want to come by.
Right. We have Prosecco on tap, and we also have an extensive liquor selection, including some of the higher end liquors that are hard to find, especially lately over the last couple of years. We have a frosé machine, and there's always two different varieties of frozen drinks there.
I know that's always popular.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, and then you do have some little bites that go really well with beer.
That's right. We have a Bavarian pretzel, and we have homemade nachos, and we also have a pizza here. So the pizza made its way here in one form.
Good,
so we
good.
do have a 16-inch pizza here that's a little more limited as far as toppings go compared to the other spot, but it is still available here.
Yeah, I guess for people in Lexington or around the area, if they don't want to make it down to Columbia, they can still get a little bite of Dano's.
That's right. There's a taste of it here for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything that you would like people to know if they've never been here before?
Well, we're pet friendly, kid friendly. It's a great place for first dates. We've had all sorts of different people come in for different reasons, and so it's a comfortable place for everyone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get a closer look at the beer.
Okay, sounds good.
Of course, we're going to get a closer look at some of the beers here. So Fred, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you. Thanks for stopping in.
So tell us what role you have in 14 Mile Tap House.
So I'm in charge of ordering all the beer.
Nice.
So essentially anything you see on the tap wall or in the can and bottle cooler behind us, it's been chosen by me.
Nice, and you chose two for us to kind of sample today, so tell us about that.
Two for today. You'll be drinking the Trooper ESB, which is out of a brewery in the UK, Robinson's Brewery. They're about 170 years old. They do a collaboration with the band Iron Maiden, and they actually produce two beers, the Trooper ESB, which is their extra special bitter, and they have a beer called Sun and Steel. We base it mostly on what we like. About 30 or 35% of our taps are non-rotating, so we're always going to have things like Guinness. We're always going to have Stella and Kona Big Wave, and in support of local and regional, really good IPAs like Columbia Craft, famously hop.
Right, and one town in the southeast where people usually think of that town and they think of beer is Asheville. A lot of cool things coming out of there lately.
Yeah, Asheville's been a real hot spot. Some really good stuff coming out of Asheville. Breweries like Dissolver, Burial, Green Man, they're just all knocking it dead.
Yeah, so let's give these a try. Which one did you say this was?
So this is Snafu. These guys are out of North Charleston.
Okay.
It's a smoothie style. They use a ton of fruit pulp
That's really good.
in the production of their beers. And then this, of course, is the Robinson's Trooper ESB, which is one of our favorites.
So if the taps weren't enough, you also have a lot of cans.
We do. Between the 30 taps on the wall and the can and bottle cooler, we have somewhere between 75 and 80 different beers. We've got some healthy non-alcoholic choices for you as well. So if you want to grab something for the kiddos or something after a workout, there are energy drinks and different kinds of things for you to do there as well.
That's awesome. What are some of your favorite bites here?
I think the Jumbo Bavarian pretzel is by far my favorite. It's very similar to what you'd get at Oktoberfest. Our beer cheese is really, really good. We've got some nice mustard choices. It's just the perfect food for drinking beer.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for coming in.
Cheers to 14 Mile Tap Room.
Cheers.
I did want to take a closer look at the bites as well. So here is your pretzel.
It's our German Bavarian pretzel.
Yeah.
It comes with beer cheese, and we put different beer in there. Right now we're using the Kona Big
Really?
Wave.
No
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
Venture.
And some people just get double cheese and no mustard. It depends what you like. And then we also have brie cheese with mango chutney. It comes with crackers on the side as an option.
Yum.
And then we also have, I mentioned the homemade nachos, the beer cheese nachos.
Yes, and you have brisket.
And that's right, you can add brisket or pulled pork or chicken. So there's a lot of choices for that. And we also have tacos, brisket tacos, pulled pork tacos. And they're small plates, and they go great with beer. You don't get too filled up on anything.
Yes, and I'll say you can smell this pretzel as soon as she put it down. And it is probably one of the best pretzels I've ever had, seriously. It is like so good. I can't even describe it. And the beer cheese is really good too.
It's unique, but we made it as close to the real deal, as we could find. So we even down to the parsley on top of the cheese. So.
Amazing. So this is a family-owned, locally owned place, as is
Right.
Dano's. And tell us about who you brought to help you open this place.
So my brother Fred came down to help us get the place open, up and running, and he's really the brains behind the whole operation. It's been great. I mean, with any business, it takes a while to get traction and everything, but because of the area we're in, it's growing so fast, and we've been able to kind of jump on the train and hang on while people, keep learning about us, and
Right.
we get more and more popular. So hopefully that'll keep going, and so far so good.
Yeah, so if someone wants to swing by 14 Mile Tap House, when can they come and experience some specials?
So we have on Tuesdays, we have 50-cent wings and
Awesome.
live music. And then on Thursdays, we have Singo from 7 to 9,
What
which
is that?
it's like music bingo.
Nice.
And then we have prizes at the end of each round. And we also do, on Sundays, we have our bottomless mimosas for a few hours in the beginning of the day.
I know
So-
that's popular.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for having us at both Dano's in Columbia and 14 Mile Tap House in Lexington.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back here on Soda City Living after the break.